So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to his tight. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. Caught. It's Wilson. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Dolphins first here this afternoon.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Saints, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 24, Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone from the 10-yard line.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house.
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your lap.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions.
Touchdown! Michael Thomas hauling in the Jameis Winston throw. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens. Although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so try to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds, 26 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And this will wind up as Saints first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
first down throw for Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Thomas brings it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. Touchdown, Saints! 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua will get this to his running back, Edmonds. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Tua now on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First down 10. At their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Saints going to call the in the first half.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Winston's throw taken in by Landry. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Winston. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston. There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw, Winston. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for another Saints.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Winston now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
A 10th carry for Kamara. He was brought down by Nick Needham.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Kamara trying the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Touchdown! Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here we go.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Down to about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. To throw again on second down. Tua. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Kamara. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Winston on 3rd and 2. Dancing to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. They are not letting up.
So 2nd down on the 43. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going up top for Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, Art, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
somebody to hold me. Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. God damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. I'm still cooking out the basement. And this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action. Cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong. Don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Ready, break.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
On 2nd and 9. Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. In search of 40 yards here to pick up the first down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
The Saints take over 1st down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now there's the former Dolphin, Jarvis Landry. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Winston. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Wide open.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Saints 0. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Saints 0.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Running the jet sweep, Landry. And he's got some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Winston. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's a gain of 8. That's another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Jameis now on 1st down. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And out of bounds right around the 20. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
At the 18-yard line.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. From the gun, Winston. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
1st down, Dolphins.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 40 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Saints, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Number 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Winston now from the 50. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Takes it to about the 37.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Play fake. Winston. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 29-yard line.
On the set. Ball red.
Here's Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
action. Now it's Tua. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Cedric Wilson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Saints, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
First down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Winston to Thomas, and it's a New Orleans first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 26 more yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Winston. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10.
Winston. Thomas brings it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Third down for the 8th play of the drive. Jameis to throw it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, 28 yards. And the Saints are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain of 14. And the Dolphins first down.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match the opposition's pick 6 earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Another carry now for Edmonds. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense starting to buckle down where they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Following the interception, Winston. There's Chris Olave. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Any explicit run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On play action, Winston. Got an open man, it's Olave. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out of the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
The 6-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Here we go, set. Striker, 3-3.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Here's Tua. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on fourth down because you can try a long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Here we go. Here we go.
Tua on fourth down. He is going to find Hill here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
Ready.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Winston. Pass complete, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out. And I know we didn't on air. But mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real